Welcome to the meeting room at Global TV Talk Show, a broadcast service of globalbusinessnews.net.
Now, here's your host, Ed Cohen.
Hi, this is Ed Cohen, your broadcast host of Global TV Talk Show, a service of globalbusinessnews.net. And I invite you to go have a look. There's good stuff on that landing page, including other links, insight into industry news and information that's very current. And go have a look, globalbusinessnews.net. The site was founded in 2003, and since then, Global Analytics has been measuring results, readership, audience from around the world. And they say 1.2 million audience page views since 2003. So that's a lot of eyeballs. So Global Analytics has also measured the results since this past March, when our company reverted to video, not live training meetings. They've measured 75,000 reader page views, audience page views on our site just since last March. And a lot of it has to do with these broadcast interviews. Our very special guest today is based in Rio de Janeiro. He's the CEO and founder of Insured Nomads. Let's welcome Mr. Andrew Jernigan. Hello, Andrew.
Hello, it's an honor to be with you today. Thank you. I'm actually joining you from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil today until the end of the month. Then I'll be back in the Philadelphia area.
Oh, how cool. That is really cool. So what do you do in Rio? Are you working there?
Yes, besides enjoying a summer day here with be in the pool a little bit later. So it's a pleasure to be able to spend some warm time like yourself in Hawaii, I believe, right now. It's good to be able to work remotely. That's the typical client of ours, is those who've said they're going to work from anywhere, whether the company sends them or the company gives them the freedom to work wherever they choose.
Well, we're doing it, that's for sure. Okay, so I want to have you tell our audience about yourself here. I'm going to pull up my notes. 1 second. Okay, so I understand Insured Nomads is leading the way, the first insure tech for global benefits and international insurance to provide expats, digital nomads, remote workers, travelers, world schoolers, and international citizens with a frictionless solution set as required. So I think that you ought to talk to us in English about all that.
Okay.
And break it down. And what does insured tech mean?
InsurTech is the combination, the usage and proper application of technology with that insurance policy. You know, for those American listeners today, one of the first ones that were touted as being InsurTech was Progressive and Geico, saying, don't go to your agent and buy your insurance, just go to our website. And that was their elementary use of technology and their application of being an InsurTech. In international or global health insurance, typically everyone offering products right now are offering medical insurance. They've not enabled technology or fintech, the merger of finance with technology. And our new products coming out for this first quarter next year will be the first and only to globally introduce a payment card. The member ID card will be a payment card connected to the MasterCard network. To have apps where you can easily turn it on and off global location tracking with a panic button you can hit and say help and get evacuated, have boots on the ground to respond.
That is great. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
So Alan Koski mentioned also that one of the benefits of several benefits, but one of the cool benefits that appealed to me was the idea of access to first-class travel clubs.
Yeah, because that's, I just came back from the US recently and spent a good 6 hours in the Houston KLM lounge. I wasn't even traveling KLM, but I had access to it. And that's what we're providing when your flight is delayed and you end up spending hours in the airport. You'll have, as an insured with us, with these certain plans like this, you'll be able to get into an airport lounge. Some of them you can even take a shower, but at least you can get drinks and food and Wi-Fi and a more comfortable chair in privacy rather than sitting amongst everyone at the gate or sitting in a restaurant spending your money. So that's a very important benefit that we value.
Now, at what level of purchase, what level of insurance purchase could I get that access?
Most of our international travel insurance products will have that, as well as the international health insurance.
Uh-huh.
So, of course, travel insurance is meant for a trip, while the health insurance is meant for an international lifestyle.
Okay, so what are we talking about in terms of cost? I mean, it's probably for old people. It's probably more expensive than for a 30-year-old.
Yes, if you're like me, I've already had a heart attack, bypass surgery, so the cost is a little bit more. But it also depends on what region you want to cover. So if you're just covering Europe, or going to be in Thailand for the whole year or a couple of years, the cost is very low compared to needing to cover, say, Canada, the US. And it depends on if you need maternity benefits, not for you, but for a partner. That does go up, since the cost of a maternity can easily hit $30,000. So dental, vision, prescription, things like that, those are options you can add in that increase the cost of coverage. But that's where bespoke, tailored solutions are coming in to make sure we can give you what you need. Sadly, people buy when it's too late. They've already gotten sick. Yeah. They already have an illness, and then they decide they want to move overseas. Well, that's a lot of times that's going to be excluded on a group global health plan or an individual international health plan, things that have already been diagnosed.
So how can I buy this? Is it just go online to insurednomads.com?
Yes, but most people use a broker. So we are partnered with select brokers around the world. If you use a broker out of Worldwide Broker Network or any other major broker in the US, whether it's onedigital.com even, they serve people that are looking at those digital nomad visas or group employer benefits.
Okay, so what is your background? Is it in insurance or in tech?
It's a blend. I've had agencies on both sides. I've brokered those transactions on both ways for multinational entities. So years back, it was tech related. For the more recent years, it's been in the crisis response, risk management, and insurance realms. And so that's why, with the team that we've put together, the best-in-class partners in this, we're able to bring something that the world hasn't seen before, that is able to solve the problem of buying something that most people feel like they'll never use. All of us. Are you concerned? Let me ask you a question, Ed. Are you concerned about your cyber safety, that you might get hacked because you purchased something with a credit card somewhere?
Yes.
I think everyone should be aware that their WhatsApp can be hacked, that their online purchase data can be taken, their cards can be cloned. And so we're all aware of that. It's happened to me. It's happened to so many of us, to where a phishing email has come in and no one caught it, no software caught it, and we were prone to being a victim. And that's why that's one of the key benefits on our plans is cybersecurity, protecting you from malware, protecting you from a virus, and giving a VPN so that you've got that added protection. That's a value of a good $150 a year that's on our international health insurance plans.
Oh, it really sounds like it's a great product, and all these benefits are fabulous.
Well, it's time to do something different. We invest so much in other things in our lives, and often we don't invest in ourselves. The self-care, other than what we eat or wear, is often one of the only things that we ignore. Investing in our future, investing in our health, investing in health protection. These are some of the last things that we look at because we invest in our house, our furniture, our car, our clothes, our gadgets. But protecting our investing in our personal safety, our well-being, it's got to be a higher value because speaking of the word value, it reflects what we value most and where we spend our money, right?
Yeah, really. So I want to ask you some very, very practical things. Okay, so it's a group, right? So the cost of doing all this, it sounds like it could be enormous, but it's actually part of a major group, right? Is that the mechanics behind you doing this? Is that you have a group of people who are on the move in the world that are not related whatsoever, but they are able to join Insured Nomads by signing up, and then as a result, the thank you gifts include access to first class lounge or cybersecurity or something else. Is that correct?
To a degree, yes, because insurance is pooling everyone and hoping that only a few actually get sick. So yes, to a degree, that's exactly what insurance does. Let me bring up another point that a lot of people kind of dread about insurance is thinking they hold all the money around the world. Insurance companies do, right? Because if anything burns down or is destroyed by a storm or an accident occurs or an illness happens, insurance steps in to the rescue. So that means they control all this money around the world. Well, we exist not just to help people at Insured Nomads through our policies, but also through giving back. We're a culture of generosity. So a large portion of what comes into us goes out to an organization called Not for Sale around the world. Not for Sale is a global nonprofit helping those get out of human trafficking with legal fees, with housing, with care for kids that were working in quarries and living on the street in human trafficking, or to avoid them being trafficked, and the women and men that are in commercial interest, factories, etc. So that culture of generosity all pervades everything that we do as a company.
So how are you tied in with this social service, this NGO?
We've partnered with Not for Sale. So if you go to our page and at the bottom of our website, just click social impact at insurednomads.com, click on social impact, and you can read all about it. It's a highly reputable multinational organization that does a fabulous work around the world.
So you're tied in with them to do what? To give them publicity?
No, funding.
I see. So your organization, Insured Nomads, is helping to fund this charity, this NGO.
Yes, our company is. Yes.
No, good. Well, that's a way of giving back, and it's also a good awareness building program.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's great. As our company is tied in with, as a PR device, mutual benefit PR, with a group called findcures.org. And that has to do with Alzheimer's and neurological diseases. It's not a fundraiser, it's a researcher and bringing people together and providing education. Findcures.org is what Global TV is involved with. Anyway, this is really an interesting discussion, and I'm learning so much about this enterprise. It sounds like it's unique. So, is dental insurance covered if I have a toothache today in Maui? Uh, um, and I have a group plan called Delta Dental, which does certain things, but doesn't do a whole lot of others at the level that I'm in. Would Insured Nomads have a dental feature?
Well, Insured Nomads is designed for those who are living or working outside their home country. So global HR benefit managers contract with us to insure their expats. And dental is almost always included, even orthodontics, for those kids that are on those international assignments. So yes, dental is the case. Delta Dental is a plan for Americans that is one of the dominant plans, but ours is built within our health insurance policy for groups and available for individuals for a high level of dental benefits.
And what about life insurance? Everybody says, boy, I'm not going to be around, and of course I want to help those that I leave behind. But do you have a life insurance umbrella?
We do in our group employee plans for those globally assigned workers. Life insurance and disability insurance is available, not just for those that are, the country manager assigned to a different location, but also to the third country nationals that you have. We can do both health and life and disability for those that are not the expats, are not the global assignees.
Okay, so I'm in Maui. If I go out on a cruise ship, on a catamaran, and all of a sudden a big wave comes and I'm thrown over, and then there's a shark that comes by because I'm in the water, and it doesn't bite me, but it scares the heck out of me. And so I'm taken to a trauma center, let's just say. But I'm on travel, and I bought this policy, right? So.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens? I don't give them my MasterCard. I give them your card.
Yeah, first you let us know something happened, because we want to accompany you all through the way, all through the process. And if it turns out that we feel you should be sent to a different hospital for better care, we facilitate all that. Our 24-hour emergency medical assistance is there, so we need to be notified immediately so that we can make sure you're getting the best service available. And if you need to be medically evacuated to another hospital, that shark bite sounds serious. So that's probably going to happen from one island to another if you're in Hawaii. Along the way, we're going to work out direct payment, if at all possible, with that hospital, so that you don't have to be concerned about payment at all. But if you're in and out in no time, and that claim is authorized because he just gave you a kiss, scratched your leg, and they sent you home, then you'll be able to have that claim approved and swipe your either digital or plastic transactional ID card to go ahead and pay for the care that you received and get out of there and go home and rest.
So, okay, how do you get a quote? How do I get a quote? My audience is out there. I don't even know what to say. How does this work?
The easiest thing to do is go to insurednomads.com, click on the little menu button, And if it's a group policy, like so many of the people listening with you guys, you have companies with country managers and team members around the world. Go there, put in your information, and one of our staff will get back with you so that we can get all the employee ages, locations, and a custom proposal will come back to you. If you're an individual, or say you're the only expat working out of Cape Town with your company that is based there, you can just go on our website, insurednomads.com, and buy the policy for you, your family, and get it going. If you're going on that trip he described, same thing, insurednomads.com, and buy it. And we have chat available on our site or through WhatsApp, WeChat, etc.
That's really cool. So we're going to take a quick break. We want to show some video here, how companies are using video to convey this message. And I do welcome you to send us a brief video that we can add to what you're going to see in this show. Okay, we'll be right back. And on the other side, let's just do a summary, and then we'll say goodbye. And now a word from our co-sponsors. You know, our programs wouldn't happen without the wonderful support of our advertisers. Here they are.
Something that's really neat is that the Bridge School partners with various organizations to provide learning for their students. For example, we partner with a major ballet company, and we are able to enroll several of their students into our school. So now not only is the student able to participate in a school and have a seamless transition while they're very active in their ballet career, but now they have other dancers that are with them that are doing some of the same courses. So it's almost becoming a camaraderie where they're taking similar courses, they're working together on their ballet, and really being able to form this great partnership with these organizations to provide a needed service. A lot of times there are student athletes who will spend hours and hours at the gym or at the basketball courts, wherever it is. And if they're attending a traditional school, they're in school from 8 to 3. They get a quick snack, and then they're at the gym for 3 to 4 hours in the evening. Coming to us and having that partnership, they're able to break that up throughout the day. They can have a morning practice, get some schooling in, have an afternoon practice, finish their schooling in the evening. So there's that flexibility. And additionally, if there are tournaments or performances, it's fantastic because if there's a week where they have shows straight through, they can take that week off of learning and then pick back up when they're done. So it offers this great flexibility. And for the program owners of these sports leagues, it is a win-win situation for them because they see this need. They see this need that their students need to make sure that they are obtaining the grades necessary to be successful adults in our country and in other countries. But it provides them an environment where they can be successful at both.
This episode from the meeting room of Global TV Talk Show is brought to you by
The Bridge School, the accredited international online private school of choice at bridgek12.org.
Porch Light Rental and Destination Services. Reduce your renter lump sum or managed relocation costs. Visit them at porchlightrental.com.
Cube Monk, featuring the world's first smart cube. Track your goods with our advanced GPS system. Welcome to the future of moving and relocation at cubemonk.com.
Primestone Partners, featuring corporate, government, and developer housing solutions, as well as senior-level advisory services. Find them at primestonepartners.com.
And by heirs.com. With our full range of services, we can help design and manage your international relocation. Find us at heirs.com.
Insured Nomads provides protection and peace of mind with health insurance, travel insurance, group, or tailored insurance for the globally mobile. Visit us at insurednomads.com.
And by International Auto Source. We are the vehicle experts for expats, featuring all major brands of automobiles with flexible solutions and financing. On the web at intlauto.com.
Hi, my name is Christine. I'm a nurse from the Philippines, and I got to know IAS through Worldwide Health Staff Solutions. And I want to thank IAS, especially to Matthew, for helping me get my car stress-free, headache-free. And so I just want to show you the car that I got. So it's a RAV4 XLE 2020.
As an expat moving to the USA, relocating is exciting, but it can also be stressful. Getting a car, truck, or SUV for personal transportation is usually a high priority. That's where International Auto Source comes in. We make getting the vehicle you want for your work assignment or academic program easy, so you're ready to drive when you arrive. Our product specialists have helped over 50,000 expatriates with their personal transportation needs, making us the largest international auto retailer in the world. International Auto Source gives you flexible payment options to buy, lease, or rent a vehicle from the world's leading auto brands, arrange financing on a purchase or lease without a U.S. credit history, social security number, or driving record, get full insurance coverage, and get approved easily through our low-rate factory-backed financing programs. And because we're an authorized distributor of the world's leading automotive brands, our no-haggle prices are competitive, and the buying experience is hassle-free. We'll even guarantee your new vehicle will be ready the day you arrive. With over 20 years of experience in the global community, we are the vehicle experts for expats. We are International Auto Source.
Okay, we're back with Andrew Jernigan, the founder and CEO of InsuredNomads.com. So this has been a really interesting conversation, and I welcome you to come back again after the first of the year. Today is December 12/11/2020. And we'd like you to come back in mid-January as we get into what I'm calling Lucky 21. Thank God 2020 is going to be over, and let's look forward to happier days and healthier people. Tell us a little bit about how you're involved, how Insured Nomads is involved with, if at all, with COVID.
Absolutely. That's on everyone's mind because COVID is going to be with us for the next couple of years, at least. Vaccinations will start, and it's all over our website. And often one of the biggest chat questions we receive is covered COVID covered? And the answer is yes. On our international health plans, COVID is covered just as any other illness. So if you get sick, if medically necessary evac is required, it's taken care of. If you are on a travel insurance policy and you're going to a level 3, level 2, level 1 country around the world, then there's up to $100,000 in COVID coverage. And up to this point around the world, the average COVID claim only hits $14,000 in dollars. I know we have listeners in other currencies, so that's quite a low amount for COVID claims. You have people that just go into to ambulatory, to the ER, and they're out in no time because they're told, okay, yes, you do have it, or we've taken tests and go home and rest. And they get their $5,000 bill for going to the ER. But so the average claim is actually only about $14,000. We've made it all through this year. Took our travel products from December of last year January, when COVID became active in China. All through the year, we've only received 5-star reviews. So that's a great thing through COVID claims that we've been able to stay at a 5-star level on Trustpilot and Google. So we're grateful to our customers and love that we've been able to serve them through this season.
Thank you, Andrew Jernigan. This has been an education and actually a lot of fun to talk with you and learn about InsuredNomads.com. What a great name, Insured Nomads. So work from anywhere is your bag, right?
It is. I've worked across 5 continents in the last 20 years.
Yeah, that's very cool. InsuredNomads.com, Andrew Jernigan, founder and CEO. Thank you for being our guest today on Global TV Talk Show.
Thank you for joining us in the meeting room at Global TV Talk Show.
Have a wonderful day, and stay safe.